Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with Pillar Loves Tabletop Games with classic tabletop game Rummikub. It was on sale, and I figured why the hell not? So here it is. The goal of the game is to put together your tiles into um, runs or groups and put them off your rack or play tiles onto other people's sets to get your tiles off the rack and empty out your rack to win the game. Now, there's usually like a round of games played with a number of games equal to the number of players. So with 4 players, you're going to play 4 games and keep track of the points, and whoever has the highest points at the end of all that wins. All right. Start of the game, they'll shuffle all the tiles. Each player will take one at random, and the player with the highest will take the first turn. But first, everyone will draw 14 tiles to put on the rack and organize as they see fit. The first thing you have to accomplish is the initial meld. Either a run of numbers, consecutive numbers, or a group of the same numbers that combined equal at least 30. Once you do that, you can start adding more tiles onto the runs that are in play. You cannot use as an initial meld someone else's tiles. So part of the mechanic of the game, one of the mechanics of the game is you can use other people's tiles. You can play onto them. So let's make up an example here. Let's say the player to our right just put out these 3 12s. Let's say we have these tiles in hand. What we can now do is, if we already had out our initial meld, take these tiles and um, use the other sets as follows. Let's split the 12s, add that 12 to that set, and add those tiles to make that run. So we now have the 11, 12, and 13 in yellow, and the 3 12s in black, red, and blue. You may find yourself in a position where um, you can't really think of anything to do to do a play. So what you'll end up doing is just drawing a tile to your rack, and play will pass to the next player. If you take more than a minute trying to figure out how to um, splice your own tiles into the other sets that are in play, you return the sets to what they were, you take back your own tiles, and you draw 3 more. You don't want to end up in that position. This is not a game for the slow of thought. One of the other tiles that comes up is the Joker. There are only 2 of these smiley face dudes in the pile. So what you can do is use them for whatever you're missing. In a sequence, whether it's a sequence of numbers or a group of the same. So that serves as another 13. What someone else can do though is they can place they can use one of their own tiles and put it into that set to take the Joker if it would be what is needed to keep that set intact. So for this group of 13s, either a red or yellow 13 would be enough to take the Joker. But once you've taken the Joker, you're immediately going to have to put it into um, a set. So let's say we put it into that set of ones. But that means anyone who has a one can take the Joker. At some point, either the pile of tiles will run out or someone will clear the rack. They clear the rack of tiles from playing on the sets and everything. We clear Rummikub, and that's the end of that game. Alternatively, the pile will run out and the game will end that way. The player who cleared the rack gains a positive number of points equal to whatever points are left on other people's racks. And that player, for their own rack, will get that many points as a negative. So it's a zero sum system for the points. So let's say, they had a 6 left, they had a 17 left, they had a 10 left. So that's 16 plus 17, that's 33. Plus 33 to this player, minus 10, minus 17, minus 6. If the pile runs out, everyone will reveal their tiles. The player with the least left in the rack counts as the winner, and again they get a positive equal to the negatives of their opponents. Do not have a joker in your rack when the game ends. A joker is a negative 30. But once that game ends, you start another game. You played a number of games equal to the number of players. That completes the round, and then you total the points to determine the overall winner. Of course, you can play multiple rounds too. It's going to be a very long night, but it seems like the game goes quickly enough. So, why do I like this game? I'm going to be honest. My mom actually likes this game more than I do. Um, she has the fonder memories of it, but I do like um, just the kind of simplicity of the presentation and being able to play onto other people's sets and not having to be restricted to only making specific hands to end the round. This is definitely more of a gateway to more advanced kinds of games, which is cool. I do, in fact, have Mahjong, by the way. I have yet to feature it because I still need to understand it. But I feel like this is the game I could bring to the table a little bit more often. It's just, it's simple, it's quick, but there's still strategy, and you can play off of other people's sets, which adds an element that I don't really see a whole lot of. Usually people play stuff and it just goes to themselves and nobody can mess with it. You can play off of others and do things nobody's really expecting to happen. So, Rummikub, it is not too terribly expensive. It's still in print. It should still be in print. It's been over 70 years. So, find a copy, find it, and then play it with your family and friends and enjoy it. and hopefully it will be a classic in your collection for a long time. Try not to lose any of the tiles, though. All right. Thanks for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus. I'll see you next time.